All right, so my next video is this one. So you guys heard the story of my double vision. um yes, so after that ordeal, being that we're in August now, that was a stretch. I did do another show in May, was Runway Noir, and that was like a mashup of like local designers in Tampa, Florida.
One world, united in fashion. Sequence, a little flash, and a whole lot of fashion and style from Finland. We salute. Perfect for dinner with the moon, or sitting up by the poolside. Or even when you get back and you just want to remember your trip, the office, or brunch with the girls from Finland. This beautiful wrap is perfect for any occasion, when the occasion says style, style, and more style. Again, by Fiddler.
St. Peter, but that was fun. I didn't really have to create anything. I just used some of my existing pieces that they were interested in. I also did purple power, and that was that August? I think that wasn't in May. And Runway Noir was for like mental health and stuff like that. I made some t-shirts and stuff like that with my logo, and my mom wanted me to, because she deals with mental health patients and stuff like that. She wanted me to put mental health matters on the back of the t-shirt, so I might just put that up on my website as well. But people loved it. People loved the graphic tee that I created with my logo, and it just basically said my brand name, and faith in God, live life in the spirit. So they loved it. I think I'm gonna put that on my website. So I did those 2 shows. I started back working out. Now the whole time that I was seeing double and all that stuff like that and doing, I started back probably in exercising and stuff like that in like May. And I didn't do it consistently because I still had all these different things going on, like where I had to juggle a lot. But I did start, I did get the rest of the year membership of the Ultimate Burn Challenge with Phil, the STEP program, which is very good. I love Phil and his program. However, I have not been good with keeping up with this because he does, it's like a cycle of 6 weeks. 7 week is the rest week. And I did the whole year, the rest of the year. So I'm supposed to be doing the challenge, but have not been. And this is why. I'm pregnant. Pregnant with my 8th baby. I don't know what it is. I'm fairly early, and my body is, this is first trimester, and oh my gosh, I am nauseous, thirsty all the time. As you guys can tell, my lips are just like whatever. Thirsty all the time. Just miserable. And that's why I have not been designing as I should. I'm going to start though, because I know it's coming up. November 1st is coming up fast. But it is crazy. I did not, this is not planned. So my baby number 8 is coming, but he or she was not planned. None of my children was planned. So it's a surprise to me. But I know they're a gift regardless. So I am choosing, it took a while for me to tell my family. After the last show, which was in July, the last show, Runway Noir, my husband and I went out and we went to like Jackson's or whatever, the seafood place, because I always wanted to go, and he took me as like a celebration. And after we went there, I had 2 drinks. I never order drinks. My husband always ordered drinks, and I always was like, let me get a water. I'm good. Because first of all, they're expensive for 1 cup of, liquor and stuff like that. I can get some wine at home too. So the wine expensive too. But I was like, whatever, he paying for it. Let me go ahead and get, this is a, it was a special occasion. It was after the fashion show, and I think I was happy that, I was able to do that last show. It was the 3rd show of the year. I thought I was just doing 1 show for the year when that, first commitment was, and then here it goes. I had these couple doors open up and did 2 more after that. But yeah, I had 2 drinks, and I was feeling, I have a high alcohol tolerance, but this, I was feeling, a little buzz, but then like some discomfort as well. So even after we ate, we went to go get some pizza, because that food was like little small portions or whatever. Went to get some pizza spot like coming out of Jackson's, and I got some compliments on my graphic tee. So after, that's what gave me the thought. I'm like, dang, I should be selling these shirts, it's boldly, live life in the spirit, faith in God, and I think everybody should have that faith, because, faith without works is dead, and, you have to have faith to make it happen, and that's what my goal is too. This journey is stepping out on faith, because I was teaching full time, and I decided to just try to do this full time, putting my fashion and stuff out there. I think that I'm gonna start doing that, where not only tracking my weight loss goals and now my pregnancy, but also showing some tutorials, because I teach people how to sew as well, to teach children how to sew. So after feeling that, right, the next day, my mom had the kids. No. Who had the kids? Oh, my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law had the kids. No, I'm sorry. My sister had the kids. So I'm like, okay, cool. I don't have to pick them up right now. It's a Saturday. Sunday come around. They good. They're with their aunt. My husband and I, before going to get them, it's just the next day I still feel off. So I was like, let me go get a pregnancy test. And then I didn't think anything of it. I feel like I wasn't pregnant. I think that maybe it was a UTI or something, or something crazy. And I was like, let me get some ovulation tests too, to see maybe if I can start, because I don't want to have these scares, start tracking my ovulation, which I should have done that so long ago. Procrastination is real. But so I went to the Dollar Tree, got 5 pregnancy tests, 2 ovulation tests, 1 UTI test. Okay. So, I'll be going crazy with these pregnancy tests and everything, because they're $1 at the Dollar Tree. Well, $1.25. So, so I'm like, let me grab some more. Like, 5 of those tests is like one of the tests that's in like Walmart and Target and stuff like that. So I did it. I went ahead and got that. We went to this other place to try it out, this chicken place. And me being greedy, I'm not even hungry. Let me get something too. And got something to eat. I had to go use the bathroom. And I was like, oh, well, I should just go ahead and take a test in this public bathroom, which I hate public bathrooms, but I had this bright idea to go ahead. I couldn't wait no longer because I was feeling off. So, and that's the thing too. Once you learn your body, I guess people would say I'm a pro because I'm on 7, well, baby number 8. But once you kind of know how to listen to your body, you kind of know what things to kind of look for, or what signals what. So I go in this place and had a pregnancy test in my bag, because we just literally bought it from the dollar store. I go in the bathroom, take the test, thinking, okay, it's not even I'm just ruling this out. Let me just rule this out. I look at the test. It's 2 lines. One is so faint, but I see it. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like, why? And I don't like to ask why. But how? Like, I try to avoid this. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't call my husband back here because it's a public bathroom. So I throw the test, away. I took a picture of it, and I went to the front, and I'm like, I don't know what to do, to cry or to. So I kind of was like, we have a problem. And my husband didn't know I was taking a pregnancy test in the bathroom. He was like, what? And he seen how I was looking. And he was like, no. And he was like, and he asked this infamous question he always asks every time. How? How do you mean? How? How? How does it always happen? But either way. So, yeah, from there, I was like, I had some drinks last night. The first time, and I felt just like off. I hope it isn't, and it had to been like really early because the other line was faint. So I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I done messed up this baby up, and but we serve a good God. And I just know that he or she is okay. However, these crazy things just come into my head, and it's like, what are we gonna do? Baby number 8, and we even got no big huge bus or nothing. We're gonna need one because it's like 10 of us now. It's like 10 of us now because I'm still, this is the baby. But before the baby comes, we're gonna need to get a transportation that fits all of us. So I'm thinking like that too. Like, well, I try not to, get myself anxious and worry and stuff like that. So I kind of reel myself back in. But then when I thought of the kids, what they're gonna think, you know, I know it doesn't matter if they want to, want another sibling or not. It's gonna happen. But I do care about how they feel. So I know my oldest, she's like the spoiled first baby girl. She's always like, want to be on mommy and want to be near mommy and feel like, my siblings, if I have more siblings, they're not going to be able to be with me as much or spend time with me as much. And then I have to deal with other siblings throughout the house and everything. But I always tell her, especially because she's always the one that's like, I don't want any more siblings. I don't think you didn't know. And then she did act like that. So when I finally told her, she did act like that. I don't know why you guys don't just stop having children. I'm tired of this and da-da-da-da. I'm like, girl, you don't have the responsibilities that I had as the older sister, because I don't give it to her. I don't give her those responsibilities. She don't have to watch her siblings all the time, by herself. As much as the most she's probably done is just watch them when I'm in her in the house for a second or two, or when I'm in the shower. So she does not have any responsibility like that, but she wants this whole relationship, and she thinks that is always threatened every time I have another child. And I always have to reassure her, like, girl, we love you. Your mommy, we have this relationship. We are going to continue having a relationship. You're not going to stop being my child because I have another one. But either way, it took some time for me to reassure her that she is still going to we're going to still try our best to provide for everything that they probably want, and make sure that they always have what they need. And so God will, God will make sure that we have all of our needs. So just telling her that, and I think that it took time for her to realize that, yes, I can't be selfish, but just realizing that, we don't always make our plans. Like, we can make our plans and then it go left, but we got to just go with it. My other children is like, I don't care. We have a lot of siblings already. I like, this is going to be a boy. And then my 4-year-old, she's already like, it's going to be a girl. She said, me and God knows it's going to be a girl. So I feel like it's going to be a girl. I'm not sure, but I feel like it's going to be a girl. I already have 5 girls, and the boys is 2. Counting daddy it's the 3 male figures in the house. Male in the house. But so I think it is going to be another girl. But I don't want it to be another one of my 4-year-olds. She said it's going to be Alani number 2, because her name is Alani. But I just hope that this child is healthy, and that if it's a boy or a girl, it's still loved. And baby number 8 is loading, but I'm still gonna continue to follow my dreams. I have not been back there in my shed, my shed / sewing studio, doing my working on my collection for November, but a lot of the designs is brewing, and I will go back there. I think that the nausea is getting lighter on me. The tiredness is getting lighter, so I'll be able to cope more, or be motivated more to finish up the stuff that I need to. Now, as we towards the end of August, I know in my other video I shared Deuteronomy 31 verse 8, but I have this book that's called Being a Better You Planner. This is not sponsored at all, but I started using this again, and it's so funny that in August it says to push your almost there. So telling me just basically, girl, push, you almost there, you good, you good. And this fashion show in November, I thinking that this is gonna be my last one, and this is gonna try to start up. Now this is my plan. I don't know, it can change, but my thought now is that this would start up my online business, getting it flowing. Whatever I produce here, I'm planning on producing at least 1 or 2 more sizes and selling those and starting, you know, just giving them momentum for it. So the daily affirmation in this one is perseverance, and basically saying, I will move forward. I am no longer bound. I am free from stagnation. Stagnation. Yeah, that's what it is. I will persevere in all things. I will continue to make steps daily, no matter how small. And that's what I've been doing. No matter how sick I feel, I get my butt up, I make dinner, I wash clothes, I deal with my sleeping 1-year-old. Even though he didn't let me get no sleep last night, but it's still good. We're alive. God loves us. Jesus loves us. And I'm thankful. So I hope my journey thus far has inspired you. I plan on posting more. I will post more because I'm journeying. I'm recording my journey through my pregnancy. Right now I am 10 weeks and 3 days. So 10 weeks and 3 days. Now the nausea was really strong last week. Oh my gosh, I felt like a mess. And so I don't know how much I weigh. I'm refusing to weigh myself until I see my first doctor. So I'll let you guys know how much I weigh when that appointment is scheduled and I go to it. But right now, Wednesday, August 27th, I am 10 weeks and 3 days, and I look 5 months. But that comes with the territory of baby number 8. My body is like, we've been through this before. We just gonna have to go ahead and show a little bit more and make some room for this baby. Hopefully this baby is not 10 pounds, 9 pounds. I will take an 8-pounder, it's fine. But my other ones has been big and disrespectful. 9 pounds, 9.12, 9.10, 9.5, 8.7, 7.8 is my last, my smallest baby. So 10.5 is my biggest baby. That's my 3rd oldest, but she does not look like she was 10.5. But I hope this baby is not that big, but healthy. So I'm gonna show you guys a shot of my stomach with all the stretch marks and glory and the bloat. And I will keep a track, give each week, you know, symptoms, even like what I'm eating, even though I'm not eating as good as I want to because of how I feel. But I'm not bluntly just eating Debbie cakes and all that stuff like that. I don't even want anything sweet, actually. It gives me nausea. Like it makes me nauseous. So ginger tea and everything, I usually be down in some tea all the time. I don't even feel like making no tea. I have so much herbs that I'm going to be making. But I think after the nausea has went away all the way, that I'll be brewing my tinctures and my herbs and preparing my body and giving the baby some minerals and more minerals and some good vitamins. But yeah, so baby number 8, and I think that's all I wanted to tell you guys on this video. I might upload another one talking about something else, but I will upload every week, probably multiple times a week. But yeah, I'm back, and I think I'm supposed to, you know, record my journey. And when I get started on my collection, which I'll show you guys a tour of my my workspace. It's a hot mess because there's so much stuff in there. I need to just be cranking out designs after designs after designs because I have so much fabric. I've been blessed with so much fabric, and I intend on using it for God's glory, making some really nice garments. But yeah, so I'll show you my belly, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week, rest of the weekend. But I'll see you guys back on my channel. Thank you for watching. Have a blessed day.